Alrighty, parallel and perpendicular lines. If you kind of remember from Algebra 1, hopefully a little bit, if you have two parallel lines, then you are going to have two lines that have the same slope. Notice these straight lines are going parallel, but they're going to have the same rise over run. So you would rise 2, 1, 2, and run 1. Same thing here, rise 2, run 1, rise 2, run 1. They have the same slope. So on perpendicular lines, these lines have they're perpendicular if the product of their slopes is -1. Well, what that really means is they have a negative reciprocal slope. So if you look at the slope for this line right here, you go up 1, 2, 3 to the right 1, so that's a slope of 3. But then for the other one, you would start here and you go down 1 and to the right 3. So that is a negative reciprocal slope. Look at the difference in the equations. You're going to be writing two equations of different lines. They're either going to have a same slope or they're going to have a negative reciprocal. That's the difference between parallel and perpendicular. So let's look at the first example here. We are given an example of a line that is, we need to write a new equation for a line that has these given conditions. So notice we are given an x and a y, and we're going to be parallel to this line. Well, we know that parallel lines have the same slope. So what we need to do is we need to find the slope of our equation right here. So in order to find your slope, then what you're going to do is you're going to solve the first equation for y. So let's solve 5x plus y minus 9 for y. So when you solve this equation, all we really have to do is subtract 5x from both sides, and that will give us y is equal to a negative 5x plus 9. So that means your slope from this equation is negative 5. We're going to use that slope, and we're going to use our point that we're given along with point slope form, the formula for point slope form, to write our equation. So this is basically just like example 3, where we're going to use a slope and a point, which in this case is 2, negative 1, with point and slope form. So point and slope form is y minus y1 equals your slope times the quantity of x minus x1. So we plug in our values, and we're going to say y minus, well, our y1 in this case is a negative 1. That's equal to our negative 5, which is our slope, times x minus 2. And now we just simplify. So we say y plus 1, because minus a negative becomes a positive 1, equals a negative 5x plus 10. And so we just need to subtract 1 to both sides, and we get an equation of y equals negative 5x plus 9. So if you look at these two equations as compared to this line right here, or sorry, this line when you solve that, they actually end up being very similar here. So this is your equation. Whoops, kind of jumped on me there. And there is your answer. That is how you find the equation of a parallel line.